So, here's a question. How much of yourself are you willing to sacrifice for your dream? That's the uncomfortable line Sherry Lee Watson's story kept making me ask myself. This woman is on fire, literally exploding onto screens with roles that scream raw energy and defiance, yet every step forward feels like a negotiation with her own identity. And honestly, that tension is what makes her journey so fascinating. Let's unpack this. First, quick facts. She's 27, Indigenous Arrernte, grew up in Alice Springs, and just landed a career-defining role in Netflix's My Brilliant Career. But scroll through her filmography and you'll notice a pattern. Her characters are always teetering on the edge of something. Whether it's Missy in Heartbreak High or Robin in Thou Shalt Not Steal, these women aren't just strong, they're unapologetically messy, fighting societal boxes while their personal worlds tilt. Why does that matter? Because Sherry Lee's real life mirrors this duality in ways most actors never confront. Take her education. She got yanked from the red sands of home to a posh boarding school in Geelong. Imagine swapping desert skies for manicured lawns overnight. She admits it took its toll, but let's dissect that phrase. What does toll mean here? Losing parts of your cultural fluency? Code switching before you even know what that word means? She basically says acting only felt possible once she left home, which is heartbreaking. How many kids grow up in environments where their dreams aren't even visible? She compares it to describing a color you've never seen, and that line gutted me. How do you chase something that doesn't exist in your world? Now here's the twist. Her breakthrough roles forced her to revisit the NT, Thou Shalt Not Steal filmed there, and she said working on her home turf felt too relaxed, which sounds contradictory. Wait, shouldn't returning home feel comforting? Nope. Turns out, she'd gotten used to the tension of being away. That's wild, right? It's like her creative engine runs on friction. Makes me wonder, do we all need a little instability to stay sharp, or is that just the reality for people straddling two worlds? But what really fascinates me is her theater return. She's leaving the safety net of screen fame to tackle Break of Day, a play about mother-daughter trauma in a warehouse setting. She calls it heavy, but isn't that the point? Screen acting lets you hide behind cuts and retakes. Theater? It's raw, nightly vulnerability. She's chasing discomfort intentionally, and that tells me everything about her hunger. This isn't just about career growth, it's about proving she can survive the unfiltered version of her craft. And then there's the cultural tightrope. She mentions feeling split between Melbourne and the NT, different values, communication styles, even physical exhaustion from switching modes. How many Indigenous artists face this? They're expected to represent their heritage while navigating industries built on colonial frameworks. Her mentor Sherry Sevens, someone who's walked this path, called out the systemic BS in interviews before. So when Sherry Lee says she wants to teach back home eventually, it's not just feel-good altruism. It's reparative. She's trying to build bridges so the next kid from Alice Springs doesn't have to feel invisible. Here's my take. Sherry Lee's story isn't about sacrifice, it's about alchemy. She turns displacement into fuel, trauma into art, and visibility into a weapon for her community. But here's the catch. Can you sustain that forever? She admits to questioning what she's giving up to chase this career. That's the elephant in the room for every artist balancing authenticity with ambition. And honestly, that's where her message to younger mob hits hardest. Telling them they deserve to reach isn't just motivational fluff, it's a radical act of reclamation. So next time you binge one of her shows, ask yourself, what's the invisible cost behind the performance? Because the real story isn't just on screen, it's in the spaces she navigates between takes, identities, and continents. What do you think? Is success always a negotiation? Drop your thoughts below.